You mentioned before about Chris Wilder, and you mentioned about how it kind of like it started well, and then things started to go a little bit off the boil. And one of the big talking points, I guess, was that he was linked with the Burnley job
Yeah,
towards the end of that season. There was a lot of speculation. Fans were getting a bit frustrated because he could have quite easily nipped it in the bud and said, "Not
exactly.
going, I'm staying here." That could have
Yeah.
ended the whole thing, but it kind of rumbled on for a few weeks. So, from your perspective as a player who was in that dressing room, what was his relationship like with the players at that point, and what kind of happened in that time frame?
Well, it's exactly like you guys feel. We had the. It was similar to us where we were like, why are you not killing it? Why are you not saying? Because to be honest, if you wanted to go, it's not a problem because managers are like players. They want to better themselves all the time. So at the time, Burnley were in the Premier League. If you want to go, it's up to you. But people will understand. But I think the mistake he's made is it's not being clear by saying like, listen, no, I'm staying here. I've got a project. I'm happy here. Or no, I want to go. And we were talking about it between ourselves and asking the same question. And I was close with him, to be fair, and we had that conversation. And he said that to me. He said, "So, I'm like you. I'm like every player. I want to better myself. So if the thing is right for me, I'll be going. And if it's not, I'll be staying here." But he said that to me. He didn't say that to the media or to the fans or to the board. To be clear, and I think that was the first mistake. And after that, people start asking questions about himself and being they were thinking like, is he a selfish guy? Is he just here for himself? So he's going to do well and try to go. Players didn't really believe in him after that. Result wasn't great as well at the time. So, everything started getting a bit, messy. And it was unfortunate because I always said I like him. I think he's a good man. He's a good man, first of all. He's a good manager. But I think on the Burnley link, I think he made a massive mistake. And I think that was the start of his downfall, definitely.
So obviously Middlesbrough missed out on the playoffs at the end of that season. We finished seventh. Do you think that the uncertainty ended up having a negative impact on the squad in terms of focus more than anything else?
Yeah, I mean, listen. The thing is, I hate excuses, and I said that all the time in the dressing room with players. But it definitely impacted us 100% because we had a young group. I remember we played Huddersfield at home. We lost. That was a turning point. And I think after that game, we had a meeting between ourselves and we weren't happy because, a few of the lads were mentioning like, the gaffer just have to be clear with us as he's going to go, as he's not going to go. And I remember me, Johnny and Paddy and all that was saying it doesn't matter because, we want to take the club up. So try to make the playoff and go up. If the gaffer is here, good. If it's not, it doesn't matter. But it's easy to say for us and senior lads, but the rest of the lads were unhappy, and I understand. And it definitely had an impact. I don't want to use that as an excuse, but it 100% had an impact on the fact we missed out on the playoff, definitely.
So as a result of that, I know that you left the club that summer, but were you surprised to see things, I suppose, get off to quite a sour start the following season? Obviously, results weren't great under Chris Wilder, and then he ended up losing his job and that sort of thing. Were you surprised that kind of negative feeling, that sort of feeling of a divide in the squad sort of thing kind of continued into the first couple of months of the new season?
I won't say that I was surprised because if I said that, I'd be lying because it was coming. It was coming. A few of the lads weren't happy with the way things was run. The result were very bad. I didn't expect it like that. I didn't expect it to be bottom and the gaffer to lose his job. But I knew it would be a difficult season because it's different when you come in, you change the training session, the players are happy, you win games, confident, everything is fine. But you start the season, you have a pre-season, you bring your own players. Excuse me. You go rid of some of the players. Some of them are here, they're not starting or no playing, they're on the plans, they're not happy. It was building. I could see that coming. But I didn't expect them to have the bad start they had. And unfortunately, the gaffer lost his job. But, if I said I didn't see that coming, I was lying. So,
yeah, fair enough.